I want to know how you guys come up with your YouTube video ideas. I was just sitting here like, okay, I want to film a video. I don't know what I want it to be, which is funny because I've had so many videos and I know exactly what I want them to be. And now I'm like, okay, did those. There's a couple more I want to do. I'm just waiting for the right time. Like I'm already going to be doing some things, so I'm just going to film while I do those. I'm just not going to do all of them right now. I know my hair looks crazy. You guys, I got cold. I was working on my computer, doing some stuff, and I got cold. Let me not look like I also was gonna have my cute doggy here. I'm in this big beanbag thing. Big Joe, I think was the name of it. Um, and I meant it to be like an extra seating area because I just have a couch in my little living room. So this was great because it doubles as a dog bed. I can lay down, I can recline. What is going on? I don't understand. Okay. But then he bailed on me. So, whatever, his loss. That's what I have to say about that. This does have a cute little, my car. Oh, and I was going to show you guys too. They keep talking about how my hair is going to fade. That dark color is going to fade. And look, it's starting to. I mean, it's starting to. It's still pretty dark on the bottom compared to the top. But it's, it's all over the place. The orange, yellow's coming out. I just have to stick with it. But right now I didn't feel like doing it. I talked a lot about the damage I've done to my hair over the years, so I love you guys, but I'm not applying a heat tool to it just for my YouTube videos. I am in a very relaxed position. I'm also using my dog's stuffed animal as a pillow to try to get up here. So I'm just sitting here kind of like, there's so many things I want to do, so many things I want to talk about, but I just don't think they're all, like I don't want to just do it to do it. I want to take my time and think about things. I want to make sure I'm putting out the kind of message I want to be putting out. I see what a rush I am in a lot of these videos, just going, talking, trying to get these things out. And I think I'm coming to a point where it's like, okay, I can slow down. I can really think about what I want to do here. So yeah, I'm just kind of like, I think what I might do is just make a list, and then that way I just kind of have it. I was also going to go on and like look at some other YouTubers because I've watched a lot of YouTube. I just don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I like taking ideas and inspiration, but I don't want to just be like, oh, I'm going to do what they do. It's my channel. It's supposed to be about me. I also was using that exfoliant, you guys. I told you that toner exfoliant situation, and then I put that castor oil on my chin, and I don't know, but I got this big old breakout. Also could because, time of the month is coming. So for you ladies that are still menstruating, every month it's like right before it comes, I get a pimple somewhere. So, can't go through Christmas without the gift of your uterus. Discarding things. I do think that you guys, there's just not enough. What the I don't understand what's happening here. I don't think there's enough talk about uteruses, periods, things like that in general. I'm so tired of, because you're a woman and you bleed, you're disgusting, or there's something wrong with you. You're psychotic when you're on your period. No, fuck all of you. You know what? Tampons aren't covered by medical insurance. You know how much money pads cost? What about all the clothes you ruined when you got your period and didn't even realize it? And then you get made fun of and told you smell if you're on your period. Like, just disgusting, vile things. Half of the world has a uterus and gets a period. Will get it, has gotten it, is getting it. So grow the fuck up, guys. And girls who are too ashamed to talk about it, like, talk about it. As I'll be in a room and I'll be like, oh, something about my period, and somebody's like, gross. And I'm like, well, why don't you try having a uterus, huh? This is a natural part of my body. God did this to me, and now I have to go every single month and deal with the emotional torment, the physical pain, the swelling, the psychological effects of having this very physical, real thing that happens to me. And then I have to deal with you buttholes out here making fun of me and calling me names. I'm just not, I'm not okay with it. So I think women's health in general, like, you think about all the Viagra pills, like, a man can't get it up, and we have 8,000 versions of Viagra that have been around for a long time. Women have so many problems. They only recently started studying them. I saw this, I don't know if it was YouTube or that Graham one, I don't like very much. And they were just listing off all the things they just recently started studying about women, like our uteruses, endometriosis, like really physical things that we've had to deal with for years. And women's health has just been completely sidelined. But anything that was wrong with a man got front and center because, you got to be able to get erection. even though your wife is doubled over in pain every month. I just think it's so ridiculous. And I think it's so unfair to women that we haven't been studied, and there haven't been more medical studies done about our bodies. And even as like a woman getting ready to go through menopause, there's not a lot of information. There's not a lot people can do. It's like you're just going to have to buckle down, and and I'm just kind of tired of women not being taken seriously. So if I'm on my period, I want to fucking say it, because guess what? I didn't ask for it. I don't want it. I've had 20 some years now of this shit every month happening. Oh, and I'm on a 3-week. I get 3 weeks in between my cycles. It's like every 26 days, guys. So not only is it once a month, sometimes it's twice a month, okay? So I got to sit in a board meeting while I feel like my vagina is going to drop to the ground because I'm cramping and in so much pain. I want to cry. I'm bloated. Nothing fits. And I'm expected to sit there and have the same conversation as a man. So we're on monthly cycles. Men are on daily cycles. They like spike. They do everything every single day. That's why they're so consistent. And women aren't. And I think it's just not fair to force women to conform to what is good for a man. I really think women should have tampons, pads, anything like that covered by insurance. I just don't understand why we have to front the cost for it. We already have to go through it physically. Why do we have to front the cost for it? We should be able to say, hey, I can't come to that meeting because I'm on my period. Hey, I can't make class today because I started my period because I'm in fucking pain. I don't understand why it's this gross, disgusting thing. It's nature. It's beautiful. It's how you create life. You men that complain, you were born from a vagina. Guess what? That vagina had to get its period for you to be born. And now you want to go and like make fun of it and make your daughters feel like they're gross because they're bleeding. I just don't understand it. I really want to push for women's rights, for getting out there and studying women's bodies, and just some of the stuff is just gross the way women have been treated. And it's just gone on for too long, and there's just not been enough progress. I just don't think there's been enough progress. I think people are finally starting to wake up to it. I just don't understand it, why it's been able to go on so long. So I am team talk about your period. Talk about your uterus. I didn't even know what a fallopian tube was. Like you have those classes when you're in like 5th or 6th grade that are like, oh, well, this might happen to you. There's just not a whole lot of good information out there. So if you are a young girl getting your period, don't be ashamed. Don't feel gross or dirty. Hey, if it bleeds through and you have a blood spot on your pants, that is totally okay. It is totally okay. And like there are some tricks for helping too, because like hydrogen peroxide has been a big help for me, especially like if there's a stain somewhere. If you catch it quick enough with just a little bit of hydrogen peroxide, it'll actually do a pretty good job of getting it out. Once it sets in, then you might have some other problems. So I just wanted to pop on here and say, I didn't really know what I was going to talk about. I guess that's what I decided to talk about. The other part of that is like breast health, like mammograms and stuff. So I've also now started having mammograms, and oh, that's painful. That's painful. Let's have a man put his thing in a mammogram and stand there and deal with that. And then we'll see how many of those they get a year, huh? I've seen some studies come out now about how obviously like radiation and stuff comes from mammogram machines, and sometimes they are starting to believe that it may be giving people cancer. So I don't want to put that out there, because go get your mammogram. I don't want you to be like, I can't get one because now I'm going to get cancer. I'm obviously not a doctor. Don't take my medical advice seriously. But I did see some cool things coming out about like water mammograms, where they actually have you laid down and then put your boobs in the water, and then they send like ripples and sauna, what's the one where they sound through water? Sonographic? You know what I'm trying to say. You know it. And then based on the reactions that they get, they can tell if you've got stuff going on. Now I have, because why wouldn't I, the pleasure of having dense breast. Okay. And it just means it's harder. It's harder for them to see things, which means they have to squeeze harder. Like, come on. And the very first time I don't know if it's the first time or second time I'm new to getting them, they found something, and they had me come back for a biopsy like a week later. And that whole week I thought I had breast cancer, especially after having tumors in my face and stuff. Like if you guys watch my Get Ready With Me, I go into some of what happened with my own tumors and my own struggles, my own surgeries and radiation and things that I've had to go through. So as somebody who's had a lot of trauma with tumors, The thought of having one in my breast just completely sent me for a loop. And why they would make me wait a week just to have a biopsy, I don't talk about scary. And then you have to wait a week or two to get the results. So it's terrifying. And I've known 2 other women personally that I have had to talk to who are also waiting on like a week or two for results. And your mind is just, you can't think about anything else. Like, there's something in there. It's not like, oh, everything's fine. No, there's something in there. Now the question is it cancer? That's the question. So, just talking about women's health in general. Oh, turns out it was a fibroid. It was a fibroid, so that's what it was. And they put a little jewel in there. It's kind of cute the way they described it. After the trauma of everything that happened, I actually think it's this one, not that one. Yeah, because I still have the scar from where they went in. It was behind my nipple, too, which was fun. They had to come in from the side, go behind my nipple to do the biopsy. It was painful. It was fucking painful. And I was sore. I was actually sore. I had to walk around with the ice pack on. It bruised badly, and it left a mark emotionally and physically. But yeah, it was a fibroid, which is not surprising. I'm just somebody who grows things inside my body a lot, I guess. So, but yeah, they put a little jewel in there. That way, if they see it again on the MRI, they know they've already biopsied it. They don't need to do anything to it, but it also reminds them to go look at it. Just make sure it's not getting bigger or anything changes. So just a little marker. So they tell you that they bejewel your boob. So I have a bejeweled boob. So there is like a little tiny stone behind my nipple where that fibroid was. And they don't really do anything about it. They said if it gets bigger and it starts causing problems, I can have it removed. But that sometimes that surgery itself is just not worth it. If it's normal, it's not growing, there's nothing wrong with it. So there's a little lumpy and bumpy with my dense breast tissue. Why not? Why not? So yeah, check out that water thing for mammograms. I'm going to look into it. I mean, obviously I've just been exposed to so much radiation. I'm like, why would I want to be exposed to any more radiation at this point in my life? So I'm going to look into the water one. The thing is like, is it covered by insurance? I don't know. And let's not even talk about insurance. I used to work for a company, where I had to help people try to get insurance for wheelchairs. I spent more time crying at that job than anything else. Insurance companies are the devil. They're the devil. They are the absolute devil, whatever you want to call it. It's terrible. Our healthcare system in America is disgusting. It's a disgrace. It is all pay for play. It is all about profit. There's no people left in medicine. There's no people. It's all now regulated. And I used to be able to go and talk to my doctor and take as long as I want, felt really heard. They knew my name. Now I go in, they barely do any physicals. They barely do anything. They're like, oh yeah, you sound good. Check, check, check. Listen with a stethoscope. Listen with a stethoscope. I told you guys I used to have a list. Don't you make fun of me. Don't you make fun of me. Stethoscope. I said it that time. And then they send you on your merry fucking way. And it's like, oh, wow, I'm so glad you just billed my insurance company hundreds of dollars for that. I think insurance needs to be completely just fucked up. And I get it, because there are people that like to scam. I get it. And nobody wants to pay all this money for somebody else. But I do think that our pharmaceutical industry, the medical industry, it's all tied together. And at the end of the day, everything that is going wrong in our lives, in our society, is because a few people have money and they want to keep it. And they are willing to let other people suffer and die so that they can keep that money. That money is blood money. That money is cursed. And that's why they're all starting to have these problems. I saw somewhere in some of these spiritual videos I've been watching that we're coming into like a new, I don't know what it's called. I forget. But like the last 5 to 7, 10 years has been a time of just letting people get away with stuff. And that now the new stuff's here. Now it's turned. Now everybody that suffered and was a good person is now going to be on top. And everybody that was on top or lied or took advantage to people, they're now going to get their karma. So whatever you've been doing for the last 5, 10, I think it was 5, 7, or 10 years. I can't remember. I think I heard multiple cycles. It's all coming back, baby. It's all coming back. So whether you were a good person or not, a bad person, you're getting it. What goes around comes around. Whatever you put out into the world, whatever you've been doing, whatever shiesty corporation, CEO, whatever it is, that little grandma you pushed out of the way to get to your appointment because you couldn't get out of bed 10 minutes early, that person you cut off in traffic who ended up having an accident and like all this, your actions that you've taken are now going to come back to you. And I just think that's fantastic. I am ready. I am ready and open and willing world. So, I almost just knocked over. I wish I could show you guys. I can't. It'd be too much. I'm gonna show you. I have this little hand carved dog. Okay, I'll show you. I'll pause it and show it to you. I'm just gonna mess it up if I try to talk to it. But, anyways, as somebody who's very aware of the healthcare system, I've seen companies. Like I had one company I worked for where, they would give away $10,000, power functions on wheelchairs to get business, to get into clinics and, shake those hands behind those closed doors. But then there'd be like a little old lady who needed a $500 wheelchair because she couldn't go to the bathroom, like could not physically go to the bathroom. And they'd say, no, there's no profit in it. But they'll give away $10,000 parts for something that's going to put money in their pocket. They're all going to hell. You guys, I'm telling you, times have changed. And I think too, just as a society, as human beings, we're just tired of it. We're tired of being told, well, some people get to be rich and make all the rules and have all the money and do all the things, while the rest of you have to live your entire lives giving them the money that you went out and worked. I talk about Jeff Bezos and Amazon a lot. Like, there's so many people are like, well, he went and he made that money and he deserved it. No, the fuck he didn't. No, I'm sorry. Is he the one peeing in bottles in the Amazon delivery driver? I mean, think of all the people that have to come together to make Amazon work. That's not one person. That's millions of people's lives, thousands of employees, people that don't go home and see their kids at night, that work 40, 50, 60 hours a week and still can't pay their bills. And he's off on a fucking yacht getting married to some girl. I don't even want to go into who that girl is. Okay, you guys. I just want to say that there's so many fucked up things that are happening in our world, and I think that we've just been too quiet for too long, and I think we need to start speaking up. I think we need to really start speaking up and look at people and say, you didn't just get to where you got yourself. If you did, you got all that money yourself, you did it, do whatever you want, that's your money. But if you had to get there on the backs of other people that had to sacrifice their own lives, their own children, their own future, so that you could get rich, and then you don't even pay them minimum wage, give them breaks, give them decent hourly working conditions. Like, if you're an asshole to the very people that made you who you are, you deserve to go to hell. It's like that CEO that makes $10 million and they pay their secretary $30,000 a year. What the fuck? What the fuck? Maybe you could make $5 million CEO and then take that other $5 million and give it to the people actually at the office doing the job. So I don't want to get too long into this, but just a little note from me on how I feel about the healthcare industry, big business, and that's not even it. And I really don't think that money is the problem. I think as a society, we've put too much emphasis on money. Like the fact that women have to sell their bodies to get ahead, that people have to work 5, 6, 7 jobs sometimes. I know some people that work 6, 7 jobs. They're not all full-time, they're part-time here, there, and there. But when you have to make decisions that affect your morality to live, to survive, we've got it all wrong, guys. We've got it all wrong. It's not about the money. It's about the people. It's how you treat your employees. It's how you treat your coworkers. It's giving back to people. It's realizing that we're all just fucking human beings on the same planet, and nobody, and I mean nobody, is more important than anybody else. From the president to the janitor, nobody is more important than anybody else. We all matter. We all deserve to be treated with kindness and respect. We deserve to be appreciated for what we've done, not taken advantage of and then kicked while we're down. And then talk about being a woman on top of all that and all the shit women have to go through. Yeah, anyways. I wasn't really sure what I was going to talk about. Now here I am. So I'm just here hanging out on the big beanbag here. My dog bailed on me. Boo-hoo. I guess he went to go do something else, go chase some squirrels or something. So, all right, I just wanted to do a little video, a little posty post. All right, guys, I will talk to you on the next one. Bye.